was practice today?
With this.
Go ahead.
It was good mental day, and this is kind of just where we start the simmer to a boil to kind of ramp up toward game time. But good assignment wise, good recognition wise, all the things that we're looking for, communication, assertiveness is headed the right direction.
Mark, have the guys, I know you like to see them ramp up as you get towards the end of the week. Have they been pretty focused this week heading into Pac-12 play?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. I think the biggest thing is just focusing on within the confines of whatever their job is, focusing on their job and how each individual can get better to contribute to, again, whatever unit they're on, or whether it's a special teams deal, is just focusing on improving, and all of us in that vein.
When it's Utah week, what do you think of? Like, what comes to mind when it's Utah week?
The first thing that comes to mind is Joe Walker's play from last year, which I'm sure is, first thing that comes to their mind, and they're looking for retribution. But, very physical, very well coached, a bunch of talent, a bunch of big physical guys everywhere. They have big physical corners, big physical wideouts, a bunch of those linebackers and secondary guys play on special teams. They just always do a great job.
Does this give you a chance to kind of just revisit that play and once again instill in your guys just hold the ball and to give it to the ref?
Well, yeah, it's kind of finish the play, right? I mean, it's if you have the ball, finish the play. If you don't have the ball, finish the play, and something might happen. Or if a ball gets tipped or it gets knocked loose and you're not playing through the whistle, a lot of things can happen.
A lot's made of not saying who your quarterback is. Both sides this week because the other team has to game plan a little more. How many hours does it add for you guys to have to get ready for two guys?
I don't know. I don't know if it adds necessarily, because you can only do what your players can handle. And from a preparation standpoint, there's a little bit more onus on the coaches to just prioritize differently in practice of, hey, you're going to have to defend this base system, and then the complementary plays off of it are what each quarterback's going to do a little bit differently. And so, working on that, you're not going to extend practice 2 hours. You can't do that. Some people would like to, some people wouldn't. But just trying to be as the foresight that you kind of have to see is a little different than usual.
A lot of people, when they talk Utah, they talk about a physical team. What do you hope people say when they talk about Oregon?
Well, we certainly want to be physical, we want to be fast, we want to be fundamentally sound, and we want to be in every phase.
When you get, I know you guys get ready for a faceless opponent, but obviously it's Utah. Has there been an added emphasis on physicality this week at practice?
I think again you're gonna game plan another team's tendencies a little bit and what they do. And then, you're always going to point out, hey, this team likes to do this. They like to be, physical at every level, in every phase, and sometimes that's in special teams. And their kicker's physical covering kicks, which is impressive. Again, you're going to get a well-coached, very physical team.
And Nacho and Williams got maybe more playing time week 3 than the previous 2. How do you see them playing in this game?
How do I see them playing in this game?
Yeah,
Hopefully
their
better.
impact.
Yeah. We'll find out. Those guys are improving. Glenn in particular has improved a ton over the past couple weeks. We just need to create some more competition at that position and have some success, right, and feed off of that as a team. So I think that's a competitive situation going forward.
Does it strike you as odd that both teams' starting quarterbacks are kind of a game time decision? I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
Oh no, that happens all the time, and especially guys. You look around the country. There's guys all over at a lot of positions. Not just quarterback that are nicked and dinged, and it's just one of those weird things, and unfortunate things. But you have to make the best of it and compete your tail off.
What is it that concerns you the most about Utah, their team defense, Booker?
Well, certainly you're concerned about them. I think we're more concerned about us and what we do, and you have a fairly good idea of what they're going to do from a schematic standpoint, and then you just have to go out and execute and compete and be physical and match their physicality and play to your strengths as they're going to play to theirs.
I know you guys preach all your linemen to be versatile, but Brenner, it seems like in particular, that ability to go from center to both guard spots, obviously moved in there last week.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like he's really helped on those 3 inside positions.
He has. He's still not as versatile as Liz, but he's close. But yeah, he's smart enough to know all those spots, and he's another guy that's just, he's just so consistent. You'd like him to be a little bit better at this, a little bit better at that, but he's been so consistent and smart enough to play all those spots.
Did you recognize him this week?
No, I think he lost 10 pounds. Yeah.
Last year's game didn't get off to a great start for you guys. What didn't happen at the start of last year that you need to make sure happens at the start of this year's game?
Well, it actually got off to a great start. I think we had about a 70-yard run on the first play of the game, or a 60-something yard run, and then didn't finish that drive. And so again, there's a million little nuances that went into that. Part of that was Utah, part of that was us, and then it was very bizarre when it went from 14-0 to 7-7, and it was game on. A couple of really unfortunate injuries on both sides, and just a highly competitive physical game.
Can home field advantage make a difference between a loss and a win?
I hope so. If it's this year, our fans have been awesome. I thought they did an unbelievable job last week. Early game, an opponent that isn't gonna, get a lot of headlines in their world, and the crowd was awesome.
Has Taylor Alley had a different kind of swag or confidence about him this week?
I think he's had like a strained groin. Taylor's been really good. Taylor has practiced really well. Probably didn't talk about him enough in fall camp, just how much he improved. There was so much talk about the other guys, obviously, but Taylor's a guy we have complete confidence in when he's out there.